The Escuela Secundaria Técnica Mexico in the Corozal district has a black bow on its fence. On Friday, 2 of the school's young stars died while on a trip to Benqueviejo del Carmen. Today, there is an intensive investigation underway to make some sense of the tragedy.
We only know that there were a few students that were washing at themselves at the riverbank. But there was no swimming, as has been indicated by some people. That much I know, right? But right now, when you came, that's about it. What we are looking at right now, getting some more information. We need to yet interview some students who were on the scene to find out exactly what happened. Right now, what has happened is that we have gotten some views from certain people, but we want to get more information from the students who were there.
In tandem with the official investigation, there are moves to deal with the trauma and grief left behind in the wake of the deaths. 5 counselors were at the school this morning, talking to students and teachers.
Right now, we have the Ford Farm students undergoing counseling. We have 5 counselors on the scene right now. They are counseling the students and the faculty that were at the scene of the tragedy. That's what we're doing right now, and this will continue up to tomorrow at least, because they need counseling, they need talking to. They are grieving around morning.
But the sadness hanging like a pall over the school today cannot compare to the sorrow felt by the families of Anaí and Edgar. Edgar's mother, Erminia, heard about the incident at 5 Friday evening. Edgar was the couple's only son, and today in their home in Pachacan, they were still reeling from the loss.
He lives here, we sleep together, we talk together, and that's my only son. It hurts me. You see, I lost half of my life.
Vinieron los maestros, los cuatro.
The 4 teachers who went with them came back and told me what had happened. They said that the girl from San Joaquin was the first one to jump in the water. They said that the water was not deep. Then my son went in the water, even though he said he wasn't going to go in. He and the girl then began playing in the water.
Erminia says teachers told her that while they were playing, Anaí was swept away by the current, and when Edgar went to help her, he was carried under and never resurfaced. In San Joaquin, Anaí's mother, Ayone, spoke to us with her eldest son as translator.
She was good, she was kind, she was always laughing with a smile. She was happy that only like 2 weeks was left till she graduated. Everything was she was happy because she was in her mind was that eventually she will graduate farm, and she wanted to go to the trip because she told my mom that it was her last trip and she wanted to go to enjoy the trip before she graduated, and she was very happy. She was not a troublesome girl. She was a very, very nice person.
While the families are united in their sorrow and loss, they are also united in their anger at the school and the 4 teachers who were supposed to return their children home safe.
She says that she blamed the teachers because it was their fault because the trip was not, that stop was not on the trip. She says that why the teachers take them to the river. It was their responsibility to check for them. It was their responsibility. They told her that at round 3 they will return, and she was waiting for her, and they never returned. And until she returned, she blamed the teachers because it was their full responsibility, and they should have never stopped on that river.
When I am at home, we are responsible for our children. When you give permission to go in a trip, they are responsibility of the teachers, and they make a mistake there because they don't do his work of responsibility that they should make. That's why I tell them in the night that why it happened like that, because they don't take a serious responsibility about in that case. That's why it happened. They could save my child, but they don't never do it. That's why I am vexed about that point, because I lost my only son.
Edgar Pook would have been named the valedictorian of his graduating class. Both he and Anai were on the honor roll. Mike Rodon for News.